Hello and welcome back to this Board Game Life. I'm your host Mark, and today I'm unboxing this Tzolk'in The Mayan calendar. I know I'm saying that wrong. This is like Tzolk'in or Tolkien The Mayan calendar. I don't know how to say it, but I'm calling it Tzolk'in. It's for Czech Games Edition. So in Tzolk'in The Mayan calendar, this presents a new game mechanism. Okay, so I got to stop myself right here because this is an old game. All right, this game came out in 2012, I believe it was. Yes, so I'm unboxing an old game, but it's brand new to me, and I wanted to share. So when I say presents a new game mechanism, it was a new game mechanism back in 2012. Okay, so but it does present a game mechanism of dynamic worker placement. So players representing different Mayan tribes place their workers on giant connected gears, and as the gears rotate, they take the workers to different action spots. During a turn, players can either place one or more workers on the lowest visible spot on the gears or pick up one or more workers. When placing workers, they must pay corn, which is used as a currency in the game. When they pick up a worker, they perform certain actions depending on the position of the worker. Actions located later on the gears are more valuable, so it's wise to let the time work for you. But players cannot skip their turn. If they have all their workers on the gears, they have to pick some up. The game ends after one full revolution of the central Tzolk'in gear. There are many paths to victory. Pleasing the gods by placing crystal skulls in deep caves or building many temples are just two of those many paths. This game is designed by Simone Luciani and Daniel Tassini. Art is by Milan Vavron. Published by Czech Games Edition in 2012. It's for ages 12 and up, 2 to 4 players, and it plays in 90 minutes. And you might ask me, why am I doing such an old game? It's new to me. I just recently got to play this, fell in love with this, and had to order it, and my copy came in today. So before I get to the unboxing, I do ask that you would please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for us, and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss new content. All right, so let's get to the table and open up Tzolk'in The Mayan calendar. This is such a. I remember I looked at this last year at Gen Con. You know, the CG booth, they have it. They had it there, and I just, I don't know. I gotta. It's one of those things again. You look at something and it looks very blandish, tannish, Euro-ish. And it's like, nah, it doesn't look interesting. Man, I couldn't have been more wrong. This game is awesome. So happy to have this in my collection. Now I cannot wait to play it again. All right, so here we have, looks like some stickers. These are the different wheels. So there's a bunch of these little wheels that'll go on the board. There's a whole bunch of tokens. Looks like I'm gonna have to print out an insert for this, which is fine. I don't mind. Here's all the little crystal skulls. It's funny. I see these now. I think of the Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull movie, but these are little crystal skulls things. Let's see if I can maybe get it on its side. Yeah. So, and then here's the big. So these are going to be to attach probably the wheels to the board. But here's your big one. Now, I've seen pictures and I've heard people talk about, like, some people paint these wheels to look real extravagant. I mean, there's a lot of detail on there. So it's not something I would do, but I've seen some pictures that look, wow, amazing. All right, so the board, looks like we got the board pieces next. Like that. The board's going to be pretty big. Might not even fit all on here. See, that goes there. Well, I guess it's not too terrible. It'll fit. It'll fit. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. There we go. And of course, all these wheels. So there's little punch outs here and stuff. So like this goes like basically right there, and then there's little things here with these little black things that'll affix these to the board. Like you're putting, oh, these are different sized. So roughly something like that. I think these are all the same. I think it's just those two that are different. But essentially, it's like that. And I mean, there's stickers that go on certain points on these dials, as well as the names here. But what's going to happen is you're going to essentially roll. You're going to rotate this, and these will turn because they'll stay in position. But these will return, and your workers will move around to these different spaces and stuff. So it's really interesting. Like, I mean, that's what's in this game. I mean, it's a short unboxing, but once it's together, this wheel moves. You move this in a specific direction, and like these wheels move the opposite way, and it's basically moving your workers. You move the workers, so you put a worker. So just for example, where's the low numbers? Are there supposed to be? Oh, I'm covering it. It's on the board. Okay. So like here's a 0. So if I put my worker there, you put it in the 0 spot. And then when this rotates, this is going to rotate as well. So now it's on. So when someone else, at the end of everyone's turn, this thing gets moved. So then, this thing is going to keep getting, you're going to keep moving. Your character is going to keep moving every time the center thing rotates. And then when you pull it here, you get this, whatever these actions are, that's what you get. So there's a lot going on in this game. And at certain times, you have to feed your people. So you have to have enough food to feed your workers. There's ways to get more workers. Right here, you can gain more workers if you get a worker there. There's temples you can build and move these markers up here to gain points and more resources. There's a track over here that allows you to get bonuses for different things. Then I do have more. There is more in here. I'm like, there is stuff missing. These are your player aids. And then there's like, there's a lot of cardboard to punch out here. But you got these like tiles that like you can use resources to get, and they get you different things and whatnot. There's your corn. Hey, there's the rules too. So here's your corn, which essentially is the money to get things, but also to feed your people. And then of course the rule book was on the very bottom. So it's 16 pages, and this is not a hard game to learn, but there's a lot of iconography and that you're gonna have to look at. And I think the hardest part is just kind of like wrapping your mind around. You got to really kind of think ahead and where you're putting people, and the rotation of the wheel, and how when you like I said in the intro, if you have all your workers out and it's your turn, you have to pull someone back whether you want them to go further or not. So that's why it's nice to get additional workers so that you can have more workers out there and let them go a little further, but then it costs you more food and things like that. So there's a lot, I think, of this push and pull back and forth. But it is a fantastic game. Again, I did this just to basically, I know it's an old game, but I wanted to, if you're newer to the hobby and you have not yet played Tzolk'in The Mayan calendar, do it. Find someone who's got a copy, get a copy for yourself, and absolutely check this game out. It is fantastic. All right, so we'll take it back. That's the unboxing. Again, please hit that like and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you'll know when we're dropping new content. Rob and I are going to Gen Con here in a couple of days, and we're gonna, if you subscribe to the channel, we are planning to do some shorts. So we're going to try to capture some things while we're there off our phones. I don't know how the audio is going to be because we're just going to be on our phones, and the Gen Con's a very noisy place, but we're going to try it. And but if you want to kind of see some things, I'm going to try to record a lot. It's tough. I say that now, but then when I'm there, it's just like, whoa, there's so much going on. You kind of forget about, you're on a race to get stuff and see stuff, and it's exciting. So we'll try. We're going to try to get some footage from Gen Con for you. And so, yeah, hit that notification bell so you'll know when those things release. All right. And then again, after Gen Con, when we get back, I will have my haul. I'm going to talk to Rob. He needs to do a haul video. I'm going to do a haul video, show you what we got. And then we're going to have a podcast the Tuesday after we get back. And we will talk about our fun and what we saw and enjoyed and loved about Gen Con. So, all right. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great day, and we will see you at the table.